dudes. Had a bunch of comments asking me how to do a water change, what type of water do I use. I told you guys I'd do a water change video, so here I am. I'm about to show you how I do a water change, what works best for me. I know I titled the video how to do a water change, but this is just how I do a water change. Instead of going to PetSmart and buying a $50 siphon hose that wastes water while it's siphoning out of your tank, I don't even know why that's a thing, but it's 50 bucks, and I've bought it before. It's a dumb decision, don't buy it. Go to Home Depot, whatever hose you need to get to a window or to get to a drain, to the bathtub, whatever's closest to you. Luckily, I'm by 2 windows, it's pretty easy for me. I got 20 foot, $6, 1/2 inch clear hose. So you're gonna need some clear hose, and you're gonna need some conditioner. I love to use Prime. This is my favorite stuff to use. I've used this for a very, very long time. See, I got it for 13 bucks. It's 8.5 ounces. I mean, this will usually last, I couldn't even tell you how long it'll last, but at least 6 water changes. Okay, I'm gonna take this clear hose that I showed you guys earlier. I have to move this light out of my way. These Aquanet lights I got on Amazon, they are badass. They were not that much money, but they help my plants grow pretty damn well. My bass knows I'm about to do a water change, so I literally just got done. I'm glad I reminded myself to film it. But all you're gonna do, what I like to do, get this hose, stick it just inside your tank, and I'll put my lid on top of it. If you don't have a lid, you can tie it off. You'll just have to get creative and think of something. I've ran my clear 1/2 inch hose through my window. Like I said, this is a cheap and easy way. Now this is why I said get a clear hose, because this is why a clear hose is so important. All you're gonna do is start a siphon. You don't want to suck up any water or anything like that, but it's real easy. That's why a clear hose is pretty important. But all it is just a little bit, and we're going. We're rolling. I like to leave myself a little bit of slack. That is literally all there is to it. Usually, just to be safe, I would go ahead and recommend unplugging your heater and your filters. That way, so they're not catching air, like they stopped right there. Make sure you've got some towels handy. You're gonna need them. I'm just lightly going above the surface, picking up any fish poop that I see, anything hiding in the crevices, anything that I don't want in the tank. I want to get it out of there. This side's really not the bad side. This other side where the skimmer is. And so all you're going to do is just lightly go above the surface and get up all the crap. They're hiding in your plants, around the rocks. All you do. Again, we're not trying to suck up the substrate or anything like that. All we're doing is getting the fish poop, all the bad stuff that's making your water quality bad in the first place, out of there. Technique's not going to hurt your plants or anything like that. You can literally siphon right next to them. It's not going to unroot them as long as they're already established. That's really where stuff likes to collect in your plants and the rocks and stuff. And that's what happens when you suck up a rock. Don't do that. Okay. Now, the only trick to this method is, God forbid, if you do suck up a rock, okay, and you're sitting there wondering, all right, well, I got to re-siphon it. So you have to lift it up, get all the water out, make sure every bit of it's out. Otherwise, it's going to make it real hard. And And then you're just gonna have to sit here and work that rock back out. I've done this for a long time and I still do it. Just make sure you get all your water out of your hose and slowly work your rock out. A real easy way to figure out what half your tank is, I say 50%. Measure from the bottom to the top, that's 20 inches. So measure all the way to the bottom to the top, 21 and a half. So let's just say 22. So I'm gonna go down to 11. I can get my tape measure to work out. Go down to 11, take your Sharpie on the edge of the tank over here, and just make it a little more. Another thing you want to do is clean your glass before you start siphoning out your water. I use one of these little sponge deals. It works great. It's easy. You could use a paper towel realistically if you wanted to. But the reason why you want to do this before you start siphoning out all that algae and stuff, once you kill your filters, all that stuff's in the water. So you're siphoning everything out. You might as well siphon out the bad algae and everything else along with it. Another good trick to getting algae off your rocks, simply flip your rocks over and it will kill that algae. And you can do that process every single time. Okay, and we're just over 50%. I'm gonna pick up my hose, let all the water drain out of it, throw it outside. So if we're putting water back in my tank, I'm gonna put my water hose in here just like that. I just run my water hose through the window. Now, most important thing, always turn on your water hose first. If you're using a water hose, if you're using tap water straight out of your sink, it'll be fine. It hadn't been sitting outside and it probably doesn't have different types of bugs and parasites crawling in it. But one of the big things I do is I turn on my hose, I let it run for like 2 minutes, get all that stuff out of it, and then I'll shut it off, pick it up, you know, about as tall as you are, drain it out, and then I'll bring it inside. And when you turn it on, you just want to barely turn it on and let it slowly rise. Okay, I've adjusted it to where it's just a slow little trickle. I like to put it over the rock so it doesn't mess with anything on the bottom. To me, an important part of why I let mine sit up is because that's putting oxygen in it, it's helping it. It's just, I don't know the science of it, but trust me when I say it's helping. And then, what you're gonna do while your water's filling up, this is the painstaking process. For me, next month when I clean my filters, this is when I clean my filters. I'll disconnect my filters, go outside, clean them, do the maintenance on that, wash them out, and then I come back in and it's usually pretty close. But this is pretty much the painstaking part of waiting, you know, for it to fill back up. And I wouldn't recommend running to the gas station or anything like that while this is going on. A, because you need to be dropping that prime I showed you guys earlier. They say just put a cap for however many gallons, but I'm telling you, I could dump this whole bottle in there and it's not gonna hurt anything. So I'm not gonna sit there and just get a cap every time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a little bit here and a little bit there. And then I'm gonna let it fill up some, and I'm gonna do that same thing until it's back up. Maybe, you know, we're at 50%. When I get to 75, I'll come in and I'll drop two more little splurts in there, and then I'll do the same thing when it's all the way full. That's pretty much a wrap. Alrighty, I'm a little over halfway, so I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier. Just drop in a little bit, drop in a little bit on that side. That's it. Keep letting her fill. It takes a while. Almost full. Again, just adding some prime. Little spill there. Little spill there. When you're just about filled up, you're over your filters and everything, your heater's completely submerged, you can go ahead and plug everything back up. Oh. Now just let it fill all the way back up. One more little snooze right there, one more little snooze right there. It's a wrap. That pretty much does it. There's really not a whole lot to do in a water change. Simple and easy, and to be honest, if you do it once a week or once every 2 weeks, your plants and your fish and whatever else you have in there will love you for it. And when you get done, if you miss a few spots, like I can see I missed a couple algae spots in places, you can go back with your sponge and clean that back up. It's no big deal. That little bit that's left isn't going to affect your water quality a whole lot, but really it, my dudes. But if there's anything that I really wanted you to learn from this video, it's just that how important water changes are and how much that they could solve issues for you. And as long as you do them, you're going to keep your pet, your plants, anything you have in there is going to be happy with you too, I guarantee it. They may not be very happy with you when you first do it, but the next morning they're going to love it because it's going to be, your water quality is going to be on point. You do need to test your water periodically. They say you need to do it after every water change, but really, if you're really into the hobby and you're really looking, you know, and you're paying attention every night when you get home from work, you'll be able to tell if something's off or wrong, just like at your house, in your car, anything else. But if you're having an issue, always start with the water change. If the issue persists, Google it. I'm telling you, it's on there. Or YouTube it. I'm telling you, it's on there. Again though, if you guys have any questions, just throw it in the comment section. I'll try to help you out the best I can. I made my last video on my iPhone. I had no idea it would get so many views and so many people would enjoy it and dislike it at the same time. So I went out and I bought some GoPros, and you know, I've been trying to start my own channel and do my own thing. I hope you enjoyed. Till next time, my dudes.